Hello, friends. Decent Eddie here. Week 17 begins now, and unlike some years past where teams could rest some stars about this time of year, things are a little bit too close around the league for that to happen. So we should still see some exciting football this week. Please do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, tap the bell, leave a comment, and remember, even if I've been doing this for about 20 years, never take my picks or anyone else's on faith alone. Always do your own research, right? All right. NFL Week 17 begins now. Cowboys versus Commanders. This is a decent Eddie suboptimal moneyline pick favoring the Cowboys with a 5.7 differential. The market has Dallas as 7-point favorites with a 77% chance to win this game. The over-under is 50.5 points. Netflix's Christmas Showcase has lost all of its luster as both teams are mathematically eliminated. Washington is in a tailspin, starting journeyman Josh Johnson with Jaden Daniels and Marcus Mariota nursing a hand injury. Dallas has kind of been underwhelming this year. Dak Prescott, George Pickens, they should easily exploit a Commanders secondary that has been allowing 2.1 passing touchdowns per game. Washington's aging roster is checked out, and their offense is non-existent without Daniels, so expect a lopsided game that falls kind of right in Jerry Jones's lap. All right, Cowboys, 7 against the spread on my picks, over under 50.5 points. My over-under picks have been trash all year. Our money line picks still have been good. I'm taking Cowboys on the money line. Lions versus Vikings. This is a decent Eddie suboptimal money line pick, favoring the Lions with a 4.4 differential. The market has Detroit as 5.5-point favorites with a 74% chance to win this game. The over-under is 44.5 points. Detroit's playoff hopes are on life support, but they face a Minnesota team that has already been eliminated, and they're potentially starting an undrafted rookie, Max Brosmer, whatever his name is. I didn't learn it. I didn't watch him last week or whenever he last played, so I don't know. I'm sure he's a nice kid. Anyway, J.J. McCarthy injured his throwing hand on Sunday. He can't even grab a football right now, leaving an offense that's already struggling to move the chains in the hands of a backup with a 41.1 passer rating. While Brian Flores' defense held Detroit to 24 points in their first meeting, the Vikings are battered, missing center Ryan Kelly and potentially runner Jordan Mason. Jared Goff is probably too proud to let the season end quietly, so I expect Detroit to dominate this game against the directionless Vikings. My against the spread pick is Lions at 5.5 against the spread. The over-under, taking the under 44.5 money line pick. I'm taking the Lions on the money line here. Broncos versus Chiefs. This is the decent Eddie confident money line pick for the Broncos with a 19.9 differential. The market has Denver as 12.5-point favorites with a 92% chance to win this game. The over-under is 36.5 points. Kansas City's nightmare season is spiraling. Mahomes, Minshew, both out with ACL tears. That's awful. Chiefs are forced to start Chris Olakodun. I won't learn his name either. I'm sure he's a nice guy too. On a short week. He has never made an NFL start and now faces a defense that leads the league with 63 sacks. Bo Nix and the Broncos are hungry to clinch the AFC West and the top seed, while the Chiefs are officially eliminated for the first time in a decade. Expect a relentless pass rush to overwhelm this new guy and a motivated Nix to feast on a demoralized secondary. Against the spread, I'm taking the Broncos at 12.5, even though it's kind of a big number. The over-under, I'm taking the under 36.5 money line, taking the Broncos on the money line. Next up, Texans versus Chargers. This is a decent Eddie suboptimal money line pick, favoring the Chargers with a... This isn't suboptimal at all. This is pure danger. It is a 0.3 differential between these two teams. I say the money line is a no play. The market has the Chargers as 1.5-point favorites. They're giving them a 57? It's late, guys. You're going to have to give me a minute here. All right, the market has the Chargers as 1.5-point favorites. They're giving them a 57% chance to win this game. The over-under is 39.5 points. This is a high-stakes rematch of last year's wild card game where Houston's pass rush forced 4 Justin Herbert interceptions. The Texans are on a 7-game heater, led by a defense allowing a league-low 16.6 points. They face a Chargers offensive line that is absolutely decimated. It's like Swiss cheese, these guys. Starting left tackle, we went down Sunday. You got Rashawn Slater. He's on the sidelines too. You got Herbert. He's playing at an MVP level, sure, but he has been sacked nearly 5 times per game recently. You can't keep that up. Houston's massive advantage in the trenches should stall the Chargers' attack here, right? I mean, you can see the writing on the wall. Forget the data. Forget the numbers. Expect a low-scoring game here. And this is where Houston's front four determines the outcome. All right, I always say go with what scores. In this case, maybe don't do that. The against the spread pick, I'm taking the Texans at 1.5. The over-under, I'm taking the under 39.5. Money line, take the Chargers on the money line with extreme caution. Guys, I am only taking it to track my data, y'all. I say do not touch this money line. All right, here we go. Ravens versus Packers. Whew. This is a decent Eddie suboptimal money line pick favoring the Packers, I guess, with a 5.5 differential. The market has Green Bay as 2.5-point favorites with a 61% chance to win this game. A lot of question marks in this game. So the over-under is 41.5 points. Lambeau hosts a high-stakes backup battle on Saturday night. Both Lamar Jackson and Jordan Love were knocked out of Week 16 games. leaving Baltimore at 7-8 and clinging to life. You got Jackson is fighting a back injury. You got the Ravens. They've got the league's worst against the spread record at 5-10. Meanwhile, Green Bay can clinch a playoff berth with a win here. Even if Love remains in concussion protocol, the Packers do have faith in Malik Willis. He led them to 2 wins earlier this year. Baltimore's defense has collapsed lately. I mean, they've been kind of collapsing off and on throughout the year. They've been underwhelming this year and last year. They surrendered 351 yards per game. Expect Green Bay's top 10 offense to secure the postseason gift at home. I'm taking against the spread. Packers at 2.5. The over/under. I'm taking the under 41.5. Moneyline pick. I'm taking the Packers on the money line as a suboptimal pick. And that's it, guys. At least for the first part of this week. These are the Thursday and Saturday games. I'll get to the Sunday and Monday games later. You just wait. Parlays, well, look, you can take any of these, mix and match, do whatever you want with them, and your win probability in 3-leg parlays only is going to stay in the neighborhood between 50 and 55%. I will always endorse a 3-leg parlay with odds between -400 to -450, because if you do that, your win probability stays at or above 50%, which is what we want. Never recommend more than 3-leg parlays to your friends and neighbors, ever, ever, ever. Don't spend more than 10% of your bankroll in total across all your wagers in a day. Never chase losses. And if you need help with a gambling problem, check out my channel's description. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey, if you found this helpful at all, hit the like button, subscribe, tap the bell, leave a comment, do whatever. You can find me on Instagram, Decent Eddie Picks, Facebook, Decent Eddie Picks, spelled P-I-X at the end on X. You can see me on TikTok. Haven't really done a lot there this week. It's been a crazy week, guys. I'll post updated team grades there sometime. But I will do some last-minute thoughts, same-game thoughts if I have any thoughts at all. But hey, let's see what happens on Thursday and Saturday. This is Decent Eddie signing off. Have an awesome day. Have a happy holidays. I hope everybody has a great time with the people that they care about. Love you all. Bye.